Hey, this is Nehemiah with Wedding Filmmaker Mastery. Today we are joined with Haley and Cody, who are going to talk about what their experience has been like being a part of our program. Welcome, Haley and Cody.
Thank you.
Hey, Nehemiah. How's it going?
It's going well. It's going well. So to kick things off, I want to talk a little bit about where you guys were before joining the mentorship. What were things like then? What were you guys struggling with?
So before we joined, we actually hadn't really kicked off our wedding filmmaking business yet. So we'd basically just kind of niched down into wedding filmmaking. And that's when Cody found the mentorship.
Yeah, we were originally going to do photography, actually. And we were doing like $100 photo shoots, $200 photo shoots, and like begging for bookings, basically. And actually, we had a conversation with the bride to do video at her wedding, and we booked it for 10 times the amount our photo shoots were going for. And we're like, duh, let's just do video. I saw the mentorship, and I was like, well, if we're going to do weddings, let's do it right. And so I just wanted to make sure we had our ground covered and that we could really do it well if we were going to hop in, and so far we have.
Yeah, once you hopped in, once you got started, what were some of the things that, you started implementing and started to see results once you joined?
We ended up basically just diving right in to the course content for marketing. And we posted a story on Instagram using Alex's template for posting on there. And it exploded. Like, it went viral, basically. We got over 50,000 views on that first post ever on our Instagram page. I don't think it would have gotten that many if we hadn't used that exact template.
Yeah, not only that, our very first business post on our Instagram broke 50,000 views. And that's cool. That's one thing. But those same clients now, all of their friends are getting married. We're already getting booked again. That's been kind of what we've been building on. And like, maybe we can't learn the whole course in one day or whatever, but that one implementation is going to stick with us for the entire growth of our business. It is our foundation. That was one major win right out of the gate.
And so even going a bit more into detail with that, like, were there any other results that you've been seeing since being a part of the program?
I think another thing that has led to a lot of success in our business is that Cody can take the parts of the course that he really likes and really succeeds at, and I can take those other parts of the course that I really like and I really succeed at, and we kind of make it into this power duo combo with Alex's content, I guess. I really like organization and that process of client onboarding. When we get a lead, everything in the program, it works. Like, as long as you implement it and you follow all those organizational strategies that he has, there's very few brides who don't book with us following that.
And that's even as we've been like raising our prices and stuff. And there's stuff for each personality type. Like, she's very organized. Well, he's got ways to be organized for your client booking in the course. Whereas like, I'm the heavy duty shooter and I want to pump things out fast. Well, Alex shows his editing in the course. It just makes it a lot easier than overthinking it, to just look and be like, whoa, his movies turn out that good and that's how he does it, like, rather than overthinking it a lot. You get those little 1%ers, those little things that make, even if you're already good, you can ask a question, you can ask a group, and they'll tell you, like, or they'll give you advice for if you're having trouble with your bookings or whatever. And every time we go to one of those coachings, we haven't even gone to as many as we'd like, but every time we do, we have like a fundamental paradigm shift. We get more creative. And just being able to ask somebody those questions is a lot more advantageous than taking a course and then like hoping or sifting through a million YouTube videos. You can just literally show up and ask.
I'm looking at my notes here and I see that you didn't join right away. So it took you about 6 months to actually pull the trigger. What finally made you decide to join?
Alex is relentless and very personable. You could tell that even before we booked that he really cared about having us be part of the program. And I knew that would continue going forward.
For me, he straight up hit me with a Jack Black meme. I was like, bro, I'm signing up for this. Like, I have to do it. And then we had that wedding coming up that I knew was going to be pretty high profile. I don't know. I just had a feeling too where I was like, I'm not going to do this with guesswork. I'm going to figure out the proper way to do it. And I'm going to pay for it now and then apologize for it later because we just need to get this on the road.
I was very reluctant to do it. It was a real investment. I was definitely hesitant, but since then, it has really pushed us to get those bookings. And if we do run into any issues, we can go to those coaching calls and get the help that we need. Or, it's really nice to know that we have that community as well as Alex to fall back on if we do run into any issues or if we do have trouble with booking or anything. There is also the community that I think is a really good part of that.
So To wrap things up, what would you say to somebody that's like on the fence about this, is still maybe in a similar spot to where you were?
Don't do it. That way we can have all the bookings. You don't need to have any clients. We'll just keep having all the... I'm just kidding. No, it's been a game changer for us. We absolutely stand out in our local market, and we're aiming for the global market. There's more than enough weddings to go around. Our competition around here is already fully booked, and we're becoming fully booked, and we just started. Like, how many weddings can a team do? You only have so many weekends in a year. Why waste those weekends on low-paying weddings that are still going to be stressful? You should just figure out the proper way to do it, and once you know the right way to do it, it's just going to keep building and become easier. You can just have somebody hand it to you. There's so much opportunity that if you want to lag behind and do it the slow way, sure, that makes it easier for us. But if you do join, it's going to be that much easier for you. And there's plenty to go around. Come join the crew.
There's always like that fear that if you just take the leap, like if you just jump, it's not going to work out. But, after having the mentorship, it was like we knew that we could make it happen, and we had people who had our backs. And
thank you so much for spending this time with me. I look forward to seeing your future success, and we look forward to seeing you in the future videos.